Yo guys, what is going on? And today's video is just going to be a quick channel update and sort of letting you guys know sort of what's going to be coming up here starting pretty much next week on the 20th, 21st, because I'm going to be going back to school then, and kind of with everything that's been going on now and just putting school on top of everything, it's gonna definitely affect YouTube a little bit, and so I really wanted to let you guys know as far as what's going to be happening with that and sort of what's been happening the last couple of weeks as to why I've been kind of uploading just sporadically, so to sort of lay a few things out there. But anyways, I guess to start off with that, as far as why things are sort of being uploaded sporadically, for those of you guys, I mean, I'm sure you guys know by now if you've been on the channel long enough. For those of you guys who don't know, I had my account for quite a while, my main account since like, end of 2015, but you know, just recently literally it was like on my birthday in June that I had lost the account because Bandai had banned it. Bandai, whatever. But yeah, they had banned my account, unfortunately, and they did the same thing with a few other people. Well, quite a lot of people, but then a few people that I knew, and, you know, they were able to bounce back from it pretty well. Like Speedy, that happened to him, and he was able to bounce back from it pretty well. Unfortunately, though, for my situation, it wasn't as easy just because I just couldn't really do it as well. I wasn't in a position, I think I mentioned it in the video there as well, but I wasn't in the same position where he was, where, you know, he had this sort of, you know, somewhat established channel. You know, he had videos on there, he was getting the views and everything like that, and so for him to kind of like stop uploading and stop doing that type of stuff, as well as just his passion for it, that, you know, he wanted to keep going, and so that's why I think someone had given him an account as well that was set up pretty decently, and you know, now he's doing pretty well with that. But then for myself, I wasn't in a position where I can necessarily do that, and so, you know, just recently my friend Yusuf had won an account on Twitter. It was like, what, mid or end of July that he won this like account on Twitter, and so he had that, and it had LR Majin Vegeta and LR Broly. Of course, not at LR, but, you know, he had the SSR versions on the cards on his account, and so, you know, it was set up pretty decently just to start off with like that. Now, of course, like how much are you gonna be able to do with them? Who knows? But, you know, that's why you just have to work on building the account, and so pretty much that's what I ended up doing, because afterwards he ended up giving it to me. And again, I can't thank him enough for it, and you guys will see the character box here in a little bit, but it's turned out very, very well. And so, yeah, from there, I've been pretty much grinding it, and, you know, as far as why I've been kind of uploading sporadically, it's just because not only have I been busy, because currently I'm working 2 jobs, but also because the account was not yet, like, fully set. You know, of course I was still summoning, I was getting great characters, and, you know, a lot of them are still missing stuff like the dupe system and everything like that. But the account itself, as far as all the characters go, if I had, like, let's say, unlimited team cost, this account would be stupidly amazing. And even now, like, just recently, because I got to rank, like, about 190 before the triple rank XP had dropped a few days ago. And now, since then, I've been able to turn that from, like, what was, like, 190 within the span of, like, a day and a half. I got it up to, like, 280 or something like that, 280, 290. I'm actually almost 300, I think, now. So, you know, I've grinded up pretty freaking well as far as my rank goes, and I've been able to turn this account into something great. And so, you know, now I'm actually able to run certain teams. And so you guys have seen my last video, or if, I'm sure not many of you have, but for those of you who have, that video was pretty much showing off my Heroes team the way I wanted it to look. You know, this was like the best Heroes team I could run right now with everything kind of set up and all that other stuff. Of course, dupe system was not involved too heavily, but I still had that, and I was happy with that. As well as the couple of other videos before that, that was a bit of a struggle because I was trying to figure out, you know, I can't do too many, like, events or try and figure out certain content or anything without having some sort of, like, team cost. And that's why those 2 videos I thought maybe would have done better, but I don't know what it is. I guess I'm just not great. But, you know, those videos were just sort of show off, like, you know, I have these not garbage teams, but I had subpar teams that were still able to beat Omega and Gogeta somehow. And so, you know, luckily, because of that, I was able to awaken my Omega and Gogeta. But now, after that, you know, like I said, I was waiting for the rank XP to drop, and that dropped, and so I've been grinding that a ton. And so, since then as well, a lot of my time has been spent grinding on Dokkan, and normally when I'm grinding, I'm either talking to people, you know, on Skype or whatever, hanging out with other people outside of, you know, just outside of that, watching YouTube, watching anime and stuff like that, and I'll just be sitting there grinding, and that's kind of what my time has been spent doing as far as, like, the past couple of weeks has gone. Like I said, you know, I was waiting for the triple rank XP to drop, that dropped, and then these last few days have been more of just trying to grind other stuff. LR Goku had just dropped, and he's almost maxed out for me. Literally, I think in the next couple of days, he should be maxed out because I'm just missing medium orbs. I'm at like 96% of the potential system, so he's right there. But yeah, once I get that maxed out, you know, maybe I can try and do some videos with him. Other things, for example, like I'm really trying to think, but I mean, a lot of it's just been spent on grinding, and so, like I said, I can show you guys my character box. Now, I will be completely honest with you guys, I did actually mod to get LR Goku and LR Frieza, because, yeah, like as you guys can see right here, if I were to scroll through, you don't see any like Super Strike characters really or anything like that. I think I may have a few of the SR versions, because I was farming those events to get like the stones from them, but yeah, I mean, I just, after actually trying to attempt it on my old account, and everything just getting lost like that, and getting screwed over, I said, you know what, screw that, I'm actually going to mod it this time because I don't want to waste my time with it. And like I said, for how much I've been trying to working with 2 jobs and having to go to school now here in a week and everything like that, I'm just like, I just don't have the time and the effort, so I figured, you know, instead of wasting my time and my stones and everything trying to grind up the strike characters, I would just mod it. And that's the only thing I've ever modded was these 2 guys. Everything else I've kept legit because, you know, that's one thing where it's like, I can keep these legit. All these events that I've been trying to grind and do everything else, those I can keep legit. But this grind right here, LR Goku and Frieza, I didn't want to grind for it. So, I mean, however you guys want to look at that, you know, if you now have, you know, a worse opinion of me, I mean, that's fine. I don't know what else I can really tell you guys. But, I mean, that's just how it is. I didn't want to waste my time. I don't have the time to grind this stuff up, you know, but that's just how I want to do it. And so, yeah, I mean, yeah, like, my LR Goku has done pretty well. I mean, like, there's other people that do the same thing as well. That's one of the things. It's like, modding, I feel like, is just one of those things where if it's going to be something like this, my time is more valuable to me, you know what I mean? So, that's why I had to do it. But everything else has been a legit grind. You know, I've grinded all the medals for everybody. I grinded the super attacks for a lot of these, like Buhan, what's it called? Goku Black, Merge Samas, like a lot of these farmable super attacks, I did that legitimately. In Trunks, I still have to wait for his event to come back, unfortunately, so I can grind up his essay there, but yeah, everything else has been, you know, just a normal grind, and so that's really what I've spent my time doing, and so I just know that I wouldn't be able to do too much as far as content goes, like, you know, what am I going to make content of me grinding, you know what I mean? Live streaming, again, like I said, how I end up grinding and using my time when I'm doing that is just watching anime, doing YouTube and stuff, and I know that I'm missing out on making content by doing that, but it's just not my style. I don't know if that's the best way to put it, but I would rather just be grinding when I'm just chilling, relaxing, and, you know, just trying to not worry too much, so that's kind of what I've been doing. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like I said, here's my box, and then as far as things are going to be going on moving forward, a lot of my time is going to be spent on school and work, but right now, like I said, I have 2 jobs. It may drop down to 1 because of certain circumstances right now, but if that happens, you know, that'll give me more time to be able to do YouTube, so I'll at least have that going for myself, and trying to upload content. Like I said, I don't want to miss more than like 2 days between videos, but I don't want to upload for the sake of uploading. I want to upload because it's fun for me, and, you know, it does hurt when, you know, I don't see the views that I would hope to get. Like, I'm not even expecting much. I'm like, you know, can I even break 100 views, you know what I mean? And if I can't even do that, that actually, you know, it does, you know, mentally kind of hurt me a little bit. Like, you know, what am I wasting my time for, you know what I mean? And slowly it's becoming more and more of that, but, you know, I guess I really would have to blame myself since it's just me being inconsistent, but like I said, I'm hoping I can continue to be more consistent, you know, trying to just keep pushing, and hopefully I can just at least get to that point and be satisfied, and at least have a bit of enjoyment while doing this, because I do enjoy editing, I enjoy recording, I enjoy making content, but at the end of the day, when it goes up and I can only get like 5-10 views, you know what I mean, it's not gonna, it just doesn't feel the same, you know what I mean? I'm not, you know, of course, I can't expect to get thousands upon thousands of views, but even if I can't break what I feel like my norm would be of like at least like 100 or so, that's where it kind of sucks. But that's just me personally. I don't know, I guess it's just my views on it, but like I said, that's sort of going to be, you know, that's sort of what happened the last couple of weeks, and sort of where I'm going to be taking the channel. Hopefully you guys do enjoy and sort of understand kind of where I'm going with a lot of these things, and I do have a bit of an interesting video as well to bring to you guys, hopefully tomorrow. But other than that, I think that'll be it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys do enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.